Hi friends! Welcome to this afternoon's activity. We have something really fun to do today, and you'll need a little help from your adult to get started, but then you can go crazy with it. Today we are going to do sewing cards. So what you need is some cardboard, some paint or markers to color your cardboard. I used paint. I did a heart blue, my favorite color, and an orange ellipse. You can do whatever shape you want and any color you want. Then you also need some yarn. Now my yarn is a little thin, so I doubled it up. You see I have 2 strands. Okay. You can use thick yarn, you can use regular string, anything you have will work, as long as you can thread it through the holes in your card. Now I have a plastic sewing needle, but if you don't have a sewing needle, you can ask your adult who's with you, your mom or dad, or anyone else, to put some tape along the end of your yarn, and that will make it hard enough to go in through the holes and won't be too difficult to put through. So that's what I'm going to use for my second example I'm going to show you today. Now the first one, once you have your holes in your cardboard and it's painted, which you can take your time doing that and decorating it with marker or painting, and then you'll need some holes punched in. Might need an adult to help you with that also. Then you're ready to get started. So I'm going to take my yarn, and I'm using my sewing needle for this one. And we are going to do something called a whip stitch. Okay. Now whip stitch goes in the same way every time. I'm going to show you. So first I'm going to start. I'm going to go and pick my hole where I'm going to start. Okay. Go through. I want to be careful. I don't want to pull my thread all the way through, so I'm just going to hold it there with my thumb. Okay. I'm just holding my thread in place. Now I'm going to come around and go back up through the next hole. So I'm always going to put my string in through the same direction for a whip stitch. Okay. Up. Up and through. I want to make sure I'm pulling my yarn. See? Nice. Up, through. Now if you can't do this one-handed, you can set it on a table, and then you'll be able to use both hands to transfer your needle. I have to hold mine in the air so you can see it. But you can do this on a table, and it will make it much easier to put your needle through your holes. Okay? So, up, through. Up and through. There we go. Look at that, it's wrapping around. Isn't that cool? Up and through. Up and through. Up through the bottom and through. Go. Up, through. Up, through. Up, through. And then I'm ready to tie it off. To do that, I need to cut my string. And then tie a knot. That way it doesn't slip out. Finish tying my knot and show you what it looks like. Oh, cool. And I really like the contrast of the blue yarn and the orange. Really makes a cool design. You see that? And that's our whip stitch. Okay, now our next one is called a running stitch. And this one's a little more difficult. It can be, because you have to go up and down through the card like this. So I'm going to do my heart. See that? We'll see how it turns out. Now this is the one you can see the tape on my yarn. And it will help me put it through the holes without the yarn fraying or bending, and that way it won't get frustrating. All right, so I'm going to start going up again. Remember, try not to pull your yarn all the way through. So now I'm going to hold this so it doesn't pull out. So I went up, and now I need to go down in the next hole. See, I'm pulling down. Okay, now I'm going to go up the next hole. I'm pulling up and down for the next hole. Down. Up through the next hole. Up. And down through the next hole. Okay, pulling down. And I'm going to find the next hole and go up. Okay. And down through the next hole. Can you see? It's starting to create a pattern, and look, the pattern's kind of the same on the back. Okay, up through the next hole. Down through the next. Up through the next hole. Down through the next hole. Up. Down. Up. Down. Up. Down. Up. Down. Up. And down. And look at that. Can you see? Isn't that cool? So now I'm going to tie it off. Cut my string. And there I have it. Look at that. This is a really fun project you can do. all you need is cardboard, string, and some holes punched into your cardboard. Now your shapes can be any shape you want. You can do a circle, an ellipse, a heart, a star, whatever you think would be fun to do. You can put your holes wherever you would like, just to practice. But if you want to do the whip stitch, you do need to have them by the edge so you can go around. All right, my friends. I'm excited to see how you do this project. See what kind of different ideas you come up, what kind of string you use, what kind of sewing utensil you use, whether you use a needle or tape, or maybe you have some pipe cleaners around the house that have the wire in them and you can bend those through the holes. However you want to explore it, I'm excited to see what you come up with. And I hope you enjoy your project. Okay, my friends, have fun. Bye.